Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Tiny Rogues Between Heaven and Hell. We've played 12 runs. Again, not entirely certain how much of this we will play before we shelve Tiny Rogues until, well, theoretically December 2024, when it will be done. It'll be fully released. But the game has been getting a lot of updates even since the Between Heaven and Hell update. And that seems to just be par for the course for this game and for the developer. What we are going to do right now is just do a run, kind of just for fun, but I think I'm gonna try to unlock another class. There we go. Let's work on the, people have mentioned that the, where is it? Esper is fun. Ascend on the primordial throne as the deprived. Which is the primordial throne? That must be the lawful route, the middle route. So sure, let's ascend, because it's not celestial, it's not infernal. Let's play as the deprived and go to the primordial throne and get lawful. So the deprived is a strength class who begins more cursed. Wait. You encounter more cursed room rewards, but cursed room rewards always upgrade, if possible. So we are gonna be running a cursed build as the deprived, and I do have some bombs. I like bombs. Recover 1 heart upon entering a new floor. Always grants a soul heart on consumption. Your flask. I think we'll just keep the bombs, honestly. I don't really care too much about the... Play game, there's the button, it's been a while. I don't really care too much about the healing passively. The last time I took that, it didn't work at all because I'm so good at this game. Instead, we have 1 block, a short range, god-awful club, and 1 soul heart. We encounter more cursed room rewards, but cursed room rewards are going to level up. This wasn't a cursed room reward, this was a luck reward. Let me check out my stats real quick. We do start with 1 luck and 0 curse, but you know, that's gonna change. I will take many bombs. It is still more value than we would otherwise get. Wait, did it just level up again? Oh, I don't have the keys! Rip me! I would definitely love to get 3 strength. I mean, we are gonna be probably doing a melee run. I don't remember what my last run of this game was, whether it was melee or, you know, something else, but we'll do what we can with what we've got. Really like the music in this game. It's good ambiance. So, the cursed gold reward upgraded. Let's take the cursed gold because we want cursed options. Yes, that means we get fewer crits, unless we have guaranteed crits, but it does mean that we're gonna get more rewards and the rewards are gonna upgrade as we get them. It's weird, but cursed gold. It's weird, but cursed room rewards are gonna be worth more, not less. The only penalty we get is that we get less critical hit chance because we get cursed hit chance, but we can also build a run around that where the more cursed we are, the better we are. And we immediately find a black market, which is kind of cool. We can get some good equipment and get evil, although we don't need evil. And it's not cursed, but you know, whatever. We have no souls, we can't buy anything there. We have some gold. We can get a horse for increased movement speed. Bees, which grant increased maximum poison. Increased stamina recovery from a monkey. We can just buy strength and buy bombs, which is pretty good. We can buy a flail. Inflicts cactus prickles. Illegal fractal glaive, which is a ranged weapon. While stationary, periodically trigger beams. Or illegal mail breaker, dagger melee, medium range, inflicts armor break, does, I mean, a lot more damage than our current weapon, which is just god-awful. Let's go for the flail, because it's melee. Buy the flail. We're evil, who cares? I'll buy this. steak. I'll buy the bomb. I will drop my club. And honestly, we could drop the wooden shield, but let's keep it for now because it is something that is going to hopefully keep us alive. And dude, the flail, I have absolutely no complaints about the flail. It's actually pretty good as far as weapons go, I think. That's a mimic. We'll fight the mimic. Mimics drop more rewards, and then theoretically, we can use our bonfire at the beginning of the game to level up the mimics to make them even better, I think. Why are there 4? But I don't know how that works. Pixely says, I have no clue how the flail works. The flail can automatically aim. It attacks in a certain range around you. So it has a maximum range and a minimum range, and as long as you are within an orbit of enemies, it'll hit every time it goes around in a circle. So you wanna not get too close, not get too far away. It's actually a pretty good weapon because of that. I think actually the 4th one is because of our mastery, our bonfire. I think I probably have put money into an option that is you get guaranteed 4 options. Best friends forever. Companions are better. We have none. On the tally of 8 melee attacks, kick an enemy. Thrusting attacks add puncture with double increased effect. Puncture adds 5 to 5 physical and nature damage. That seems pretty terrible, although it can stack up to 20-20, which means it stacks up to 40-40. On combat start, gain full stacks of battle rush periodically. Restart every 10 seconds. Increased increased movement, speed, and damage. I think I would prefer none of these, but I guess we can take battle rush. It's very interesting. I've never done periodicals, so maybe we can do a periodical build here. Because I generally don't like variable movement speed, but, you know, it is also increased damage. So, seems okay. And I gotta remember, we need to go to the law shop on this run because we want to fight the primordial. Santa, clown, marksman gloves. Increased chance for ranged attacks to repeat. Whenever you taunt an enemy, fear them. Taunting is good, and it's a periodical, and maybe we can build around periodicals. Gift boxes contain an additional booze, or 5 to resell value of items. I'm just gonna take the clown mask. I'll be a clown. Key to success +1 key. Oh, that must be another perk we have where every floor we get consumables, or for the first time per run you enter a floor without consumables, you get consumables. Consumables. This is an uncommon flail. We don't need a new uncommon weapon. Let's go for the key. Although I do like getting lots of options. Cursed mini bombs. Actually, let's go to the event. I do like getting a lot of options on a run, because if you get options on your run, then maybe you can find cool items or weapons that synergize with something, but that's okay. Look at this dude. I do like the fact that your equipment affects your character and how you look. That is a nice little touch in this game. And honestly, I like flails. I like, see, 2 keys. I like the fact that they do effectively auto-aim, which makes it really nice to hit enemies. It's very easy to hit enemies, in fact. Tavern or gold? Let's go for gold. It's too early for the tavern, I think. This is luck bombs, not cursed bombs, but I think I'd rather just go for the strength, you know. We have 9 bombs, and because we get more from cursed options, we're I think, more likely to get bombs later. Summon items or boots. You know, I'm just gonna take the boots. Summon items tend to be disappointing. So what we would really like to see on this run is anything that gives us bonus to cursed hits. Because we're gonna have a lot of cursed hits on this run. The auto-aiming from the flails, by the way, it's not instant. It takes a minute before it actually, like, changes the radius of the attack, so you do have to aim a little bit. You've never bought a pair of disappointing boots? I have one pair of shoes. But it's gonna snow a lot tomorrow. I should really get like snow boots. Increased damage dealt to bosses, reduced damage dealt to anyone else. Clown, better effect of taunt. Yes, we will take this. They take more damage at close range and more minimum damage. So, it seems exactly what we wanted. We are now a clown. And I tried to make the clown synergy work once before, and it didn't really work as well as I wanted. Because, well, I guess I just maybe wasn't utilizing it properly. But this makes enemies take more damage at close range and more damage. And we have another periodical effect that maybe we can synergize with. Like, hey, your periodicals hit more often. On dash, gain tailwind and trigger your combat start effects. Really? On dash, trigger your combat start effects. On critical, inflict fatigue. We're not gonna critical that often. At least not yet. I think we'll take on dash, trigger full stacks of combat start effects because we have combat start effects. Now it doesn't seem to work here, but maybe it'll work in the next room. I get 4 stacks of something. Did I break my run? Hold on, what is this? Battle Rush. Oh, it doesn't have a... Oh no, it is working. It just doesn't have a... What is happening? It doesn't have an indicator for how many stacks it has. Very interesting. I don't quite understand that, but I'll take it. Get out of here, beehives. It's not a beehive, it's a tornado. Fish and chips, blood chest. I'll take the fish and chips. Maybe there's no minimum range to the flail. Maybe it can hit at whatever range. Like even if you're next to an enemy, like adjacent, it'll still hit them. Because it doesn't seem like it's having a hard time hitting enemies close to me. Cursed treasure rock. I gotta know what this does. Will it give me more cursed loot or something? I don't know. Let's see. Now, I don't think it buffed the effect of the curse, but we are now at 4 curse, which is, it's actually good because it's what we want. We want to be cursed. Because we can definitely build a run revolving around curse. Now, we don't have anything that does that right now, but theoretically we'll get something from this run, right? 3 stacks of intelligence growth on consumption, gift box, twilight branch, dark orb, what the hell? Okay. Intelligence growth, gift box, green blossom, and a key and a bomb. Random weapon enchantments, don't need it. Grants a corrupting orbital that deals dark damage and inflicts corruption. Let's let this thing attune and we'll see how it works. Well, actually, let's use the shield, because it's not going to attune before the boss fight. We're going to need some other like effect on this run. Oh, there goes the shield. like some other damaging synergy or something. Although, ooh, suppressed. I've got to admit that dashing, giving us like an attack speed buff or whatever the heck it is actually pretty good. 20% movement speed buff. Or an increased attack speed buff and movement speed buff, that's pretty okay. Pixely says, the only complaint I have about this game is that it has the option to throw auto aim up to 100%. That's, well, I mean, I'm okay with that being an option. I'm not gonna turn it on though. On kill gain haste. Now we'll take cold damage to melee attacks. And then we will equip this to get rid of the shield. Oh, the shield broke. Oh hell, okay, well, Law Shop it is. I didn't know that the shops could be locked either. Increased damage with lucky hits. Donkey! Plus equip load capacity. Increased damage dealt to fiends costs souls. Well, we need this, so I'm gonna buy 2. And we will hopefully get more options to spend souls later. The heck? Oh, cursed gold. Yummy, yummy. I think I'm gonna go lollipop though. It's not actually cursed gold. I don't know what that symbol was then, but I want the stats so we can level up. Now, I do now understand in this game that the traits you get on level up are somewhat dependent on your stats. So because we have 5 intelligence, we're like, I don't know, a quarter likely to get intelligence granting traits. I don't know exactly the math behind it, but we're most likely to get strength, relatively likely to get intelligence. Oh, this one's locked. Look at that. Grants harmony when you've dealt at least 3 different kinds of elemental damage in the past 4 seconds. Increased attack speed buffs. Your critical hit chance is 0, but you gain 100% crushing hit chance. This seems very good, because if we're gonna be running a cursed build, we're never gonna crit. And this massively improves the damage of our attacks because the range is actually 350 to 700. Guaranteed to roll top end damage. We've done builds like this in the future. They do work. And we finally have something that synergizes with our run here, theoretically, right? Now we just need to get more synergies with crushing hit chance and then also cursed. I'll go for a rare weapon. Tortoise-like the Separator. 100% ruthless hit chance. Double top end damage. So this thing would do quite a lot of damage, but it is slow and actually the damage is not amazing. Flail I think is still a little bit better. Hammer. Each point of mana additionally grants crushing hit chance. We already have crushing hit chance. And Fire Scimitar. It deals lightning damage, fire damage, crits, trigger a fiery burst dealing fire damage. I mean, I'm gonna take the Shocking Sword entirely because if we get synergies that's a curse chest or a mimic. If we get synergies involving status effects like elemental types, we can take this. We have cold, fire, and lightning built into the weapons. I mean, and the damage is actually still pretty good. Claymore. It's just kind of it's actually not a dull weapon. We've had a run like this before using the Claymore. It's pretty good. And then we have Red Heels. On dash, charm the nearest enemy. Unnecessary. I'm just gonna leave them actually. I need to sell things. Maybe we can try to go to the shop and see if there's a black market. Actually, it's gonna be in the tavern, not the black market. Cartaginian, welcome. Hello! Sylvanol says, equip the ring that grants you a soul heart when using a flask charge and the bonfire bonus that allows you to buy nurse refills for 5 gold. You have unlimited soul hearts. You can forget dodging and focus on damage. That's an interesting one. I wonder how that would work with, who is it? The, it's not unlimited, you still have to pay for it, but the sorcerer, right? More damage every soul heart you have? Or was that like a specific run archetype that we had? I honestly don't remember. It's gonna get rid of the green blossom, and I'm going to bomb the shop. It was like, no, I think we had a trait that was for every soul heart you have power, right? Yeah. Katana, primary attack does damage. Nun robe, periodically strikes a random enemy with a beam of light, dealing damage every 4 seconds. We don't have a robe. And keys. I'll buy it. I'll buy the keys. We have 10 keys. I've never had this many keys before. This is kind of interesting. It's kind of great. I like having a whole bunch of keys because it means we can just go in whatever direction we want. Now we want to go to the tavern because we want to try to find the black market so we can sell stuff. We found the black market, we can sell stuff. Good night. It was worth 15. Why is it worth 15? That's a nice one, I'm not gonna lie. I offer 15 for it. I guess it's just a good shop. We'll sell the claymore. I will sell the red heels. Now we have $122. Oh my God. -1 intelligence? Battle Rush and Resolute Technique don't scale off of strength. Percent modifiers of movement speed also apply to damage dealt by your companions. No thank you. There's guns. I do like guns, but it's unnecessary. Souls, we don't need souls. Souls! Summons a fetish demon companion. They attack twice per second. Grants you 5% increased attack speed, but you can have 4 of them. Each snail grants faster periodicals. Each chicken grants increased chance of on-attack effects taking effect. This also affects chance to repeat attacks. I mean, faster attack speed is kind of nice. Wouldn't mind having some voodoo friends. Currently we're getting equip load, but we don't need it if we're a strength build, so I'll take voodoo friends. Hello. And then you know what? Take my donkey. Donkey! Let's refresh. I think if there's a black market, it stays, because I've never seen the black market leave on a refresh. But we can come down here and check out the other black market things, like, illegal flamberge. That's very good. It's mana drain as well, which means that we get benefit of using mana. Illegal incinerator. I kind of just want a gun, but it's definitely not the build we're going. Tree Jam, welcome. Would you recommend this game for someone who found dungeon too hard? Look, I think that it's easier in Tiny Rogues to build a powerful run because you have a little bit more impact over what you buy. You have decisions that you can make than something like Enter the Gungeon. I like this game, but it's not out yet. It's still in early access. Permanently grants 1 mana on consumption. Grants Shellfish Surge on consumption. Last 10 rooms. Grants Ocean's Bounty. Last 10 rooms. So this is a permanent starfish. So we'll take it. Increase effect of Cold Ailment. Once per room, when you use a dice, you get money. Increase effect of Shock. I think I am going to buy nothing. I'm not even gonna buy the Flamberge. I might try to re-roll the shop again though. Try to get more stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the sausage. It counts as food. Disposable says fetish demon sounds kinky. I'm in. You would. You would. Money gun. Nice, by the way. You require souls for a gift box for 6. I'm gonna buy that. We get bombs and another power shard. Another 2 power shards. Just leveled up. Flambert is just one of those weird thrown sword weapons, says Pixely. I mean, all of the melee weapons in this game are random weird thrown sword weapons. When you taunt or charm, gain arrogance. 100% increased damage with non-crits in last 8 seconds. Yes, this is double damage. I kind of wish I could buy these, but that's okay. This is actually a very, very good get on our part. I think now we'll save our money because we did get some very good upgrades there. Go to the locked chest. I mean, and now we have effectively doubled our damage output. Because every time a periodical happens that charms enemies, which happens periodically, we'll also get double damage. Body armor or gloves? I will take... Give me some new body armor. That's not doing it for me. Who disturbs my slumber? Who are you? Dracul? You're not cool. I'm immortal! Look, get eaten by my fetish friends. Do you, like, do anything? Your dog looks a lot like a horse, says my man. And now we have fetish friends. Bum, bada, bum, bum. Tree Jam says, help, I'm tired of 2024 already. On taking damage, trigger a confetti explosion. I don't care. Accessory for evade, we could take that. Equip load, don't need it. Increase effective debuff status effect. Why does it say it increases intelligence scaling? Oh, because it's Spellbinder gloves. It's like a passive effect on the gloves. I mean, it would benefit Taunt. They would take more damage at close range and more minimum roll damage. But we actually don't do minimum roll damage anymore because we have crushing blows. So the fear is not that important. But taunting is because that does give us double damage from arrogance. Arrogance! I guess we'll take the ring. 1 evasion. Metafusion says, Abe, I figured I'd tell you. On Tuesday, I managed to get one of those runs where I killed every boss from the 6th floor in like 2 seconds, excluding phase excluding phase transitions. Metafusion, what was your Tiny Rogues build that you had an amazingly overpowered run? Was it something like what I've had, or did you have something that I haven't seen before, something unique? Dragon Slayer contains a weapon, contains equipment. Let's go for the weapon. It's not like I want to replace the weapon, but I would if something better showed up. Trash Big Chomper. -1 to all scalings. But it hits, first of all, it is, oh my God. It's amazing. But it hits twice. And then if we can just, you know what? Here's what we do. There you go. Now it's shocking. That's awesome. I think we'll take this. Why am I slow when I don't know why I'm slow using this, but oh my God. I guess maybe it's just a slower weapon, right? 0.8 attack speed. Ah, that's the rub. It is a little slower. But it does hit twice, which is kind of cool. I had a weapon you hadn't seen yet, says Metafusion. Mario reference, by the way, lol, says Metafusion. I mean, we've already come to the determining factor that this game is entirely references to other games. Cursed Meat Shank. And you know what? I think it works because there's a lot of items in this game, so it doesn't really feel particularly repetitive yet. And it doesn't really feel like the references are the only thing that the game has going for it. It still does other things. Unarmed attacks trigger laser projectiles. We should do an unarmed run one of these days. We don't have a lot of strength, do we? What was it? Previously you could get more hearts by leveling up strength. That doesn't happen anymore, does it? Epic? Epic! Hello, Death. The famous Pied Piper to steal your souls. Okay, I gotta admit that the weapon is pretty dang slow. It hits pretty hard, but it is super slow. Metafusion says, yeah, I think Heaven and Hell added like 500 or so items. And it's, you know, it's gonna get more updates in the future, so it's gonna keep growing. Tiny Rogues. Increased primary attack damage, decreased secondary attack damage. We don't do secondary attacks, so this seems very good. On non-triggered lucky hit, throw a syringe at the target, dealing damage, inflicting either vulnerability, fragility, or instability. We don't lucky hit, so we're gonna take increase attack damage by 25%. We lose 1 evasion. We're going for Heaven or Hell. We're going for the middle path because it is a character unlock. 5% lucky hit chance. Increased movement speed once per room on spending souls grants cash. We don't spend souls that often. I'm just gonna buy whatever I can afford. What's our current lawfulness? 2. Okay, I'm gonna buy the Gale Wind ring. Because it's a set piece. But we'll probably get another luck shop or a law shop later, so I'm not gonna worry about getting another purchase done here. Always forgetting about Primal Death and Gary. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for an unlock, but I guess we could do it even if it wasn't for an unlock, because it's not like, because that's, all of the endings that I've seen in this game have the same numbers of floors and numbers of bosses. Which I kind of like, because it means that there's no real incentive to go one direction or another. Okay, we found Ragnarok. During combat, periodically lightning or meteors. I mean, that seems pretty good. I guess we don't need a rare weapon. I don't know, that seems kind of okay. Normally, oops, don't die. Normally I'm more of a ranged character. I like even melee weapons that have a bit more range. This is gonna be very interesting. No, I wanted that. It said something about crushing blow. We do crushing blow, don't we? Yeah, no crits, but crushing blow is 100%. Trigger a blessed hammer that deals radiant damage while you have only 1 elemental damage type. In the past 4 seconds, you gain double effects of elemental ailments. We're gonna refresh. After not attacking for 1 second, gain focused might. On kill and combat start, spawn a mana star. That's fine. I'm starting to realize this is why you don't want to have, why do we have 14 intelligence? This is why you don't want to have spread stats, because I don't want intelligence traits. Your attack speed is always the weapon's base, but percentage modifiers instead apply to the damage. Your hits with striking damage inflict instability, 30% more top-end damage, and trigger a shockwave. Striking damage. So this would make instability a thing. We always roll top-end damage. This would buff the top-end damage and trigger shockwaves. Yes! Hello, Black Market. Mana Star pickups are drawn towards you. This is not a mana drain weapon. +1 health flask. Increased poison hits. Increased damage with crushing hits. What do we have now? Increased attack speed. I guess it doesn't really change things too much. Increased range damage. A bomb. Obsidian dice. Well, grants an obsidian die. I'll buy it. I orbital on completing a rotation confuses. Doubles the effect of emotion debuffs. Oh my god, this synergizes exactly with what we want. Watcher Orb. Bubble Wand. Druid Sickles. Ruby Wand. No thank you. Actually, we can sell stuff. We don't need the Cactus Flail. We don't need the Ring of Evasion. We don't need the Fire Scimitar. Don't need the Laser Knuckles. We don't need the Galewind Ring, but we can keep it in case we get synergies with it. What's the other effect? Gain Tailwind every second. I mean, on dash we get Tailwind, don't we? Stacks last 8 seconds decaying at the same time. Yeah, let's just sell it. Okay. Okay. All right, well, probably don't need to go to the pawn shop anymore. I do wish I had a little bit more range, though. Alchemy stash or bombs. I guess we'll go for the potions. Although I do think that we don't really need potions unless we get mage blood or something. We get random potion. Cursed golden chest or a shop. We'll go shop. Increased dash length. I'm gonna spend 3 souls for 2 keys and then I'm out. And why don't we upgrade? Now this is a weapon. I'm sorry, friend. I can't upgrade that anymore. Really? We can upgrade the big chomper, but let's be honest, we're not gonna use it. We need to not have this much intelligence though, because it's not like we're critting at all. Locked chest that contains a weapon. We don't need a weapon though, so I guess we'll go for the candy stats. Sounds delicious, by the way. That's the type of stat I would love, candy stats. Don't die. You know what we need? HP. Increase attack speed but reduces weapon damage. Increase effect of vulnerability, frailty, and instability. We might use more debuffs at some point. Doubles the effect of emotion debuffs on the target. Doubles the effect. So taunt would be 100% damage at close range and 100% to minimum damage taken rolls. Doesn't seem particularly good. I don't know. I kind of just feel that taunt and fear are not that good as far as stats go. Like, they never seem particularly effective. Especially, like, after a little while, they start to just become almost worthless, it feels. Oh no, you stole... I didn't realize it would steal one of your, potions. Lock chest that grants equipment. Well, I mean, we don't need bombs. We need keys, so... Increase weapon damage dealt per equipped weapon's upgrade level. Yo. I mean, this is 60% damage. Is that better than taunt? Probably, but then we lose actually a lot of effects doing that. Hello, pawn shop. Pawn shopman. Maybe we should have kept the clown suit so we could take off the helmet. When you taunt an enemy, fear them. 50% increase effect of taunt. Makes them take more damage at close range. I guess we are gonna be at close range frequently, so it's probably worth it, but I am looking at the helmet. I know that you can, oh, we gotta take so many potions. I know that you can, oh Jesus. Agility, Inferno, Random, Stamina. I don't drink random. Oh my God, just drink that. I know that you can... see if it's a close range attack by looking at the little green up arrow next to the damage numbers, but everything just kind of happens so fast. It's really hard to see sometimes. All right, here's the thing. Look, just give me all the buffs, okay? It's not, we don't need money anymore. I need keys. You taunt not that often, once every 8 seconds. So taunt lasts 8 seconds. Fear lasts 8 seconds. So this is basically permanent taunt and permanent fear. The effect of arrogance lasts 8 seconds, so this will also be effectively permanent. And then what was the other synergy? I had something, it was like plus effect to those, and I have already forgotten what it was, but it makes the effects better, so it's more damage taken at close range. It just matters if we're close enough to be considered close range. If we're close enough to be considered close range with this weapon, I want to keep it. And I want to keep the taunting. Increase elemental damage, gain 3 intelligence. I mean, we can afford it. I will take increased elemental damage. Magma Worm Companion, Bombs, Green Blossom, Scroll, Partisan, Echoing Fury. 100% chance for attacks to repeat. Grants Fury on hit, increased damage per stack. Stackable emotion buff. Why is that important? Because we have... when you taunt or charm, gain arrogance. That is not going to trigger on Fury, because it's not the right type of emotion buff. It's a pretty good weapon, though. I did not mean to buy that. It actually does a lot of damage, but I mean, this is Ragnarok. Yo, we need to buff Ragnarok. It has no elemental bonuses to it. Accessory grants lightning damage, halves your critical hit chance for armor on your head, grants a mana potion on consumption. I think we're just gonna leave. I know I bought that, but we have infinite money. We don't care. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll sell it because I accidentally bought it. I guess we could sell the chomper. Oh, it's another axe that we have here. Sell the chomper. Striking damage, grants a stack of fury on hit. Emotion buff, it's also another emotion buff. And it has repeating attacks. Look, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave. That's what we're gonna do. Cursed guaranteed melee weapon, guaranteed offhand. Oh, this is the one that doubles the effect of emotion debuffs. Watcher Orb doubles the effect of emotion debuffs. So that means that the taunt and the fear are gonna be better. The fear does nothing because we always have crushing blow chances. The taunt means we're gonna do more damage at close range. Are we at close range? I don't know. There you go. We figured it out. I'm the king of the mountain. Yo, don't die. Dude, having 1 HP sucks. Or 2 HP. I don't know if these are close range attacks yet. Colossal Machete. Each point of strength grants crushing hit chance. I already have it. Primary attacks deal slashing damage. Inflict Clack. Stackable damage over time, status effect that deals 50% of infliction damage as striking damage. Unnecessary. So just take like literally anything. Dump it. I'm keeping the potions. Maybe we'll get a mage buff. Mage blood. Most of it isn't close range since most of the damage is thunder and meteors, it's pixely. I mean, we do a lot of damage striking as well. I guess the thing is, this says periodically. I guess it's, wait, it does all of this 3 times per second? Okay, that's actually really good. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, I almost died there. Dude, we gotta stop taking damage, but I don't know how. Like, let's bomb the chest, maybe we'll get lucky. It's kinda hoping for a soul heart or something. So yeah, we do actually deal a lot of lightning and fire, don't we? Okay, hold on. Make room. You feel watched. We got 1 defy death, but we have to live a room to make it happen. I kind of want to pop all of these potions too. I think I'm going to, because we need, I need to be able to live. I would also like to see if the blacksmith helmet buffs the damage of the lightning or the fire from Ragnarok. I also want to see if reducing secondary attack reduces the damage of the lightning and the fire. $787, 1421. Hold on, what is your... Damage numbers are constantly changing. So when it's 840, it's 1645, okay? This does reduce the lightning and the fire damage. Maybe we want to get rid of this then. Secondary attacks are attacks that are explicitly stated to be secondary. No, it doesn't affect them because it doesn't say secondary attack. It just says periodical. Okay, I think we're fine. Just give me some souls. It is really nice to not have to actually do any attacking, I suppose. Grant a resin. Sell weapons and equipment. No, I don't need to. I don't know why I keep getting scared of Gungeon enemy, but I guess he is a very scary enemy, isn't he? Octoshot bow. Divine Quesholi. It's a mace that deals radiant damage and it triggers explosions on hit. On dash gains stealth. Critical hit chance bonus. Grants 1 luck. Accessory. Well, that's all unnecessary. Upgrade weapons, repair armor. Probably not. Okay, so at 10 foot stacks, it's 1021, 1709. 1021, 1709. This does not affect the damage of the lightning. Okay. I just had to figure out how to check. Dude, thank God this weapon does damage passively. Periodically inflicts Scorch on nearby enemies every 2 seconds, or Watcher Orb. I mean, I do like that it gives us block. Do I actually want it, though? +1 block, refreshes each floor. I think I need this just to live. So we're gonna equip it. I mean, if we're not really caring too much about the lightning or the fire damage being buffed, because it can't really be buffed, then this seems fine. I don't know. I don't know what's happening on the build. Oh my, what brings you to me? Be sure that I will take great pleasure in your suffering. Okay, succubus. We could have had so much fun. Do me a favor and don't beg for mercy. Yo, I don't like being this close to enemies. Maybe I should not. Maybe I should be further away and just let the lightning take them. Oh, this got upgraded. During combat, periodically trigger on-kill and on-taking damage effects every 10 seconds. Your radiant damage inflicts judgment on non-triggered lucky hit, summon an exploding dove. I will take Carnage Loop, and if we get good on-kill or on-taking damage effects, we can equip this. I will dump increase effect of vulnerability, fragility, and instability. I will dump Straw Talisman. And I will take Carnage Loop. We don't have on-kill or on-taking damage effects, but maybe one day we will. And let's go to the Law Shop. Faster tick rate of periodicals. That actually does seem pretty good. Increased damage dealt to bosses. Also seems really good. Look, I don't know what a fiend is, so I'm just gonna buff damage to bosses and faster periodicals. I am hoping, by the way, that crushing hits are working for the lightning and fire damage. It doesn't say it only applies to primary attacks, so theoretically all of our damage is going to be crushing hits, I would hope. It's one of those things where it's like, again, I can't really pay attention to the damage numbers that just go by so fast. I guess we're just gonna be a very intelligent deprived. Man, you gotta admit though, like we are doing a ton of damage, just passively. Let's check out the epic weapons. Primary attacks deal striking damage on taking damage, trigger a chain lightning effect that does 18 to 11,000 and grants you 4 stacks of tailwind. On taking damage, so this would synergize with the Carnage loop. Every 8 seconds we would get a 11,000 damage chain lightning, but Ragnarok is still better. Secondary attack deals damage, can hit multiple times. Star Fury. Wait, is this a Terraria reference? Shadow Dagger, crit chance, deals dark damage. Stacks of corruption add crit multiplier. We're never critting. Well, we are critting, but we're not building around the crit because we have so much curse. 7 curse. So I think all these weapons are garbage. The hell is this? Page 1, star, star, star. Sun, star, star. Moon, star, star. It all ends with star. These all end with sun, these all end with moon. So there are this many combinations. And we have to either keep track ourselves or the game will keep track for us, I don't know. Which symbol do you draw on the floor? Let's do star, sun, moon. And did it keep track for us? Master of Combat. The hell's a Master of Combat? Greetings. Are you here to learn ancient combat techniques? I shall teach you one lesson, but one lesson only. You must decide, which shall I teach you? Might, speed, or precision? Give me might. Ready up, follow my moves. Oh, what the heck is this? Luckily I was paying attention. Right, left, down, right. Right, left, down, right. They should really, tell you what happens here. Down, right, right, up, down, right, right, up, up. That was an exceptional performance. It seems you've mastered my technique. Mastering the lesson of true might permanently grants you 25% increased damage with non-crits. Okay, I mean, this seems pretty good. Well, well. All right, well, I have no idea what that was, but we've done it. Sweet. So there's gonna be a lot of different events that we can unlock there, I guess. I'm coming here. Because we need to upgrade our Ragnarok. Are you giving me a banana? I exchanged souls for gold. No, I need my souls. Up, right, down, up. The true master combination. Please enchant my weapon. It is fierce. 10% increased damage. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. It's acceptable. What are you giving me now? You're giving me the weird storm in a bottle that lasts 10 seconds. I wonder what happens if we become super chaotic and then we go down to the middle boss area. Like, are they gonna be really pissed when you're down there and you're like, you can't pass the lawful door. In fact, you're super chaotic. We're gonna kill you now. That'd be fun. That was just like 5 keys. That's incredible. We need to go to the armor, by the way, but I'm still re-rolling these shops. We want gun parts. You know what? I'm out. I will take my 1 armor, which we're gonna need. Dude, why is Ragnarok so good? You know what? Having better periodicals is really nice, isn't it? Because that does work with Ragnarok. I'm realizing. Yeah, I'm assuming Chaotic is gonna be like the next path. Also, like, just in general in this game, close range melee weapons just don't seem that good because it's a bullet hell game and you need time to see where the bullets are coming from. You can't just be this close to enemies all the time when you have to get away to have the room to dodge attacks. So it feels like just being ranged and being, you know, magic ranged are just the ways to go. Lucky hits from primary attacks guarantee cursed hits with your next primary. Cursed hits from primary attacks guarantee a lucky hit with your next primary attack, but they cannot trigger each other. So this turns crits into lucky hits. Or cursed hits into lucky hits, which is pretty good. And we do have a pretty high crit hit chance. It's Boots, which does get rid of our clown synergy. Body armor for plus 20% grants 1% increased damage per gold you've gained this floor. This doesn't seem particularly great, but yeah, it doesn't seem particularly great. I am going to probably take these boots. Because we don't really need these, although I really don't want to lose arrogance. Losing the clown set, sure, we can give ourselves lucky hits, but we're going to lower our damage by half. Just holding these really for the time being. Hold on, let me look at this. Okay, boots 5 equal 1659 lightning damage. And then we wait for boots to be 5. 1659 lightning damage. So the helmet, oh, it's not attune. Oh, well, let's go down to the next floor and then attune it. So at boots 5, I can just do this. 8, 7, 6, 5. They do 16. I didn't get it correct, but so this doesn't actually increase the damage of the boot or of the lightning fire, does it? It's not buffing it by 60%. It's buffing the primary attack. Yeah. Interesting. Anyways, I'm just trying to like pay attention to some of the buffs here. So the lightning and the fire damage are not affected by Blacksmith Helmet. Fair. 3 times per second, 3.75 times per second. Okay. Just checking, just checking. I'm gonna get myself some HP. You get the Knight in the Tavern and get your weapon up to level 4. I've never really upgraded the melee weapons too much, so we'll check that out. We'll see if we can get a tavern. It sounds so bad. Intelligence grants increased effect of buffs and auras Load capacity is halved, but you gain 100% crushing hit chance. Hey, look at that. Unnecessary. Your attack speed is always your weapon's base attack speed. Buffs to attack speed instead apply to weapon damage. Base weapon damage. Total attack modifiers. Base weapon. Would that affect the periodical? I don't think it would. I don't think it would. Okay, goodbye. You can stack burn and bleed up to 10, but they deal half damage. On non-triggered lucky hit, trigger a blessed hammer that deals radiant damage and returns to you. Potion buff effects are permanent. Natural damage rolls from you always roll minimum, but you can have another companion. I think Mage Blood, I do have like several potion effects out. So we could keep that. Does arrogance even work on the hammer damage? Dude, I don't know if it does. This is our last perk, by the way. I guess give me if we equip the flip-flops, we can guarantee rolling lucky hits, and then when they don't trigger, we can get blessed hammers that deal damage on non-triggered lucky hits. Is a periodical a trigger? I don't think periodical is a trigger, right? It's one of those runs again. It says Metafusion. I just killed a boss in 4 seconds. Nice. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting there, but right now the run is just a little bit confusing. Let's keep permanent potion effects for now. And then I'm going to equip the flip-flops and the hat. I just want to see how this works, okay? We can equip this as well. Let's see how this works. All right, now everything has been attuned. I feel like the lightning damage did go up from something, but I'm not entirely certain what did it. Cursed hits from primary attacks. Ah, that's not gonna affect the periodical, is it? I'm just realizing. Yeah, okay. Ow. Yeah, I don't think we're getting. That's a mimic, cursed mimic. I think it was good. We're not gonna get the lucky hits from this. And this is not gonna buff the damage of the lightning or the fire as well. We've learned that. So I guess we'll go back to the clown suit. I guess we're going back to being a clown. Got him. We did get the BFG again. This is the first time I've ever seen a second legendary. That's just a big hammer. I mean, it's a good legendary. Attacks culminate in energy explosion that deals triple damage. So this is a ranged weapon if we need it. Interesting. Grants Fury on hit. Fury is increased damage up to 10 stacks. Emotion buffs. Nah, we'll stick with what we've got. We don't need intelligence anymore. I guess this is kind of like a BFG. We just stand here and then things fall down from the sky. We don't even need to upgrade this, do we? Like, who cares? Denor says, oh, look, a Tiny Rogues reference. How is a clown never a Neko maid, says Arcatraz. I've only ever seen that set once, and I have never seen the full set. Weapon or 10 gold. Don't really need weapons. I want another pawn shop. One final rest. A helmet or gloves? We need new gloves because this is just cold gloves. Cold gloves. Do we want to re-roll a trait? Dude, if arrogance works with the lightning and fire damage, I want to keep it, okay? So I think we're just going to go to gloves. I guess we should still hit him. Like, we do deal quite a lot of damage. Not sure what hit me, though. I want to switch to a different weapon, but we can't. We have to keep the current weapon because it's what's giving us the lightning and the fire. Cursed helm, though? Yeah, who cares? I have 8 curse. Curse is not a problem on this run. Increase attack speed with ranged weapons while standing still. Bows and crossbow attacks at far range taunt. Increase stamina while standing still. Rare boots. Rip. Under construction. But somebody left a note. Hello there, unfortunately the Abyss isn't done yet. It'll be available in the next free early access expansion, Into the Abyss. I hope you're enjoying. Yeah, right. Actually, yes, a re-heal would be nice. Rather, a free heal. Not the fastest we've ever done the floors, but I do like just being able to basically not interact with anything at all. A potion or +1 to your highest stat. Please tell me that's strength. We're very smart barbarian. No, we're not a barbarian. We are we're deprived on this one, aren't we? Metaphusion says I caught up to you. Yeah, I mean, okay, not one of the best runs we've had, for sure. It's good though. I like Ragnarok. It's a exceptionally powerful weapon. I don't really have to do much. By the way, for who was asking, I think that Tiny Rogues is harder than Gungeon because in Tiny Rogues you can't see anything. And I kind of mean that. Like, you have a hard time seeing things when there's so many particle effects happening on the screen. Like, I can't really dodge too much because I've got 4 familiars, 2 orbitals, random meteors, random lightning, particle effects, there's AoE explosions, enemy bullets are multiple different colors. Like, I really just, I can't see anything. I can't tell what's happening. I hope that this will give me block. I have to wear it before it resets next floor, so we're gonna go back to this. There's a shop though, we're gonna go to the shop. Axes that deal cold, then fire, then lightning damage. Seems very good actually, because it enables a lot of different synergies. It actually seems very good, but I can't afford it, no! Grants increased primary attack damage per soul heart. Shrimps do damage and give you increased damage with guns. Increased sound damage. I wouldn't mind checking out these weapons to see if maybe we can buff that primary damage, which would then allow us to synergize into the taunt and the fear that we're having. But, well, I can't afford them, so we're just gonna go. And then we could synergize into flip-flops, because this also has more range than this does. This is a short-range Ragnarok. final rest. You know what? We're not gonna get the souls. Let's fully recover. And then... What was the effect of emotion debuffs? Who cares? We're not really doing emotion debuffs. Equip Scorch. Gives us 1 free block next floor. Seems okay. Accessory or a ranged weapon? I would take an accessory. I mean, we could take Carnage Loop, but we don't have on kill or on taking damage effects at all. We have periodicals, but not of those types. Let's go for a new accessory. Hey, Gary. There's another floor after this, right? I think there might be. Yeah, it's a little slow for us getting in there and hitting with our weapon. I'm gonna have to actually dodge. I'm not pleased with this revelation. Your defiance is blah! Stop resisting! Don't kill me! I'm gonna kill you. It's actually a very, effective weapon. Luckily, I don't have to actually attack. That sucked. Pixely says, I found out you can just stand behind him when he's doing his laser. He can't hit you. Nice. You always count as standing still even while moving. Pardon me? Lucky hits. Do we not? I thought maybe we had something that was standing still. Increase attack speed while standing still, which is kind of cool, but... Always count as standing still even while moving. I mean, that's cool. Everything else kind of sucks. Critical hit multiplier! Yeah, we don't crit. Yeah, be lawful, be lawful, be lawful, be lawful. Let me through the door. Traits, maybe? I don't think so. Maybe there was another trait. I can swap a trait, but I think my traits are fine right now. Unfortunately, also, if we swap traits, it is random what we get. More top-end damage. So what do we, let's do a quick little check here, okay? You gain 100% crushing hit chance. You're guaranteed to roll top-end damage. I believe that does apply to the lightning and the fire we're getting out of Ragnarok. Could be wrong, though. Potions are permanent, so we get movement, speed, stamina recovery rate, increased damage, luck. Striking damage inflicts instability, which means that we get... Whenever we hit with our Ragnarok, we apply that, which will buff the damage of the top-end damage, which should be applied to everything. When you taunt or charm, which happens automatically, we gain arrogance, which doubles our damage, theoretically. Dashing gives us tailwind, which gives us movement and attack speed, and then periodically trigger combat start effects and battle rush, which gives us even more movement speed. Okay, seems okay. I don't know, the run does seem a little wonky still. And a part of me just wants to use the BFG because it's very good. Cursed golden broccoli, we got it. Nah, I still think this is better. A weapon or resin? I'll take a weapon. I don't know what is on us. It's a portal. Increase attack speed. It's just a bow. It's a fast bow. Okay, pick it up, put it there. It's not a good bow. Not a bow we need anyways. Always get us standing still, moving, taunting. Critical hit chance, highest attribute. I guess we're just gonna keep pumping on the strength. What the hell kind of a debuff is that? I don't know. Imminent death. Immediately kills you upon reaching 3 stacks? What? How did I get that? What happened? Give me increased attack speed. I'm trying my hardest to pay attention to the damage numbers. Are we crushing blows on the damage? I don't know. I can't tell. And they teleported me into a bullet, which I don't love. Can I reroll these? I need crit multiplier. Not like it matters, but. At a certain point in Tiny Rogues, especially on certain runs, like on a run like this, everything is just too chaotic to actually pay attention to. Like you're not gonna be able to figure out what's happening. I can't believe we never found any equipment that synergizes on cursed hits, by the way. Didn't see that at all. Okay, recover. I run away and never get hit, hopefully. Yeah. Scorch. Increased fire damage taken by hits by 10%. So this will buff our fire damage over time. Can't believe we didn't get any better armor either. Confusion increases the effect of emotion debuffs. I'm not sure the emotion debuffs are actually working on enemies at all, so. And primary attacks are not periodicals. All right, well, let's do it. We can take 3 hits and then we have to heal. Also, there is death in the death fight. I think I dodged that because I was invincible. Aren't you tired of playing God? You're nothing but a puppet. How can you both play God and be a puppet? That makes no sense. I cannot drink. I can drink here. Oh, we gotta dodge that. Here's hoping you don't have very poor stamina regeneration, otherwise you would just die. Like, how are you supposed to find the opening to that wave if you're melee up close? I don't know. Abyss key. We've already picked this one up, I guess. Maybe the keys don't even get picked up properly because it's, you know, in early access doesn't quite work. Maybe I gotta drink the Ichor Bowl. The forbidden nectar of the gods, what a yummy snack. Ah, that's what it is. They're saying, by the way, you're so powerful, you're a god. A god of gods, a god amongst gods. Pixley says, I still don't understand what imminent death is. It could be a curse effect, or it could be one of the enemies in the room. I got no freaking idea. Otterslinger says, I'm with you, I have no idea how the fights in this area work. It gets a little hectic because it's supposed to be very fast-paced. Tiny Rogues, unlike something like Enter the Gungeon, I believe you are supposed to scale. You're supposed to get incredibly strong. You're supposed to break the game and get these synergies that make the game easy by allowing you to just screen wipe, you know? 2-second boss kills are the goal, which is a very cool play style, but it doesn't make it freaking impossible to actually see what's happening if you don't have a build like that. If you are struggling, you're gonna struggle hard. The portal, I think how the portal works is that you get a portal debuff around you, and after a certain length of time, you teleport, but I don't know of any tell as to when you teleport with the portal effect, but I think that is just another layer of, man, there's a lot of things happening at once. Man, there's so many status effects and colors of enemy projectiles and enemies, and every floor has its own unique variety of enemies, and you know, there's so much happening. It's exceptionally difficult to parse it. Even when you're trying to learn, it's difficult to parse it. Bombing treasure chests, shrines, and the arcade drops more stuff. Curse is less likely to seal a trait in trait selection. Free trait rerolls on your first, on your last. Yeah, opening move is what we have there. Types of traits are more influenced by the types of traits you have. Always contains a trait of the lowest. Gain a chance that food rewards are of your highest attribute. On entering 2, 4, and 6, gain +1 to your lowest attribute. Super effective and not very effective multiplier. Like, I still don't even know what the hell this is. Reduce alignment requirements. If alignments had a meaning, this would matter, but alignments don't mean anything. So this doesn't matter. Floors 1 to 10 are guaranteed to contain at least one secret room each. I kind of like that. I could dump something. I could dump maybe like the first trait being 4 in order to take guaranteed secret rooms. And also not small rooms. Now this one I don't understand. Floor 10 has 3 more rooms, floor 1 has 3 less rooms. I guess the idea is that because your early floor, well, this makes the early floors easier. Maybe it helps to counteract the cinder buff that makes the early floors harder. I don't know, I don't really understand why you would care if the later floors have more rooms or not. I guess the later floors are gonna be harder, but like, I don't want this. I don't want this as a perk, but I have to take it to get to better secret floors and better mimics. Always appear in pairs, granting additional rewards. And guaranteed secret rooms. Let's take them both and let's dump reduced gold prices because we never have a problem with gold at all. Like, we ended that run, we had like 200 bucks at some point. High Cinder early game is the hardest from what I've seen and heard, says Otterslinger. I mean, the enemy patterns are easy on the first floor, so I don't see how it would be harder early. There are a couple of nasty Cinder buffs, like bosses having automatons is hard. Where is it? Maybe it wasn't a cinder buff. I thought there was a cinder buff that makes the... Oh, no. Your dash, right? Stamina regeneration is delayed by 3, 2, and 1 second on floor 1, 2, and 3. So this makes the early game harder because you can't dash as much, but the attack patterns from enemies is way easier to comprehend, so you can just walk around the bullets. You don't have to dash and rely on your iframes. But I haven't done High Cinder. I've only done 6, and I've been doing 6 just to get the Bonfire Mastery. Maxalo says, later floors have better rewards. So maybe that's the reason why you would take more late rooms. I guess that makes sense because in the early game, you get a lot of brown chests. I guess I was thinking part of that was because you don't have a lot of keys in the early game, so they don't want to lock you out of those chests, but yeah, maybe the later floors just literally have better rewards. I guess that is true, you know, you're more likely to get armories that give you legendary weapons. You're more likely to find, I don't know, are you more likely to find shops? I don't know. Anyways, still, fun run. We played as the Deprived, and did we unlock someone? We unlocked the Esper. Abducted for their psychic talents, this child escaped using newfound powers to navigate a perilous journey, trying to find its way back to their family. Oh my god, it's a Firestarter, Twisted Firestarter. 6 intelligence, no other stats, 1 HP, 1 soul heart. Starts with the patient gown and the teddy, and trait selections sometimes contain psychic abilities. So new traits could be kind of interesting to play as. Now, is there an unlock for playing as the Esper? Bard, Ranger, no. I think this is just how you unlock these classes. Defeat the Guardian of the High Heavens with the Gunslinger, Wanderer, Doppelganger. Upgrade a polearm or a spear to level 4. Yeah, so I don't think that there's anything to unlock with the Esper, it's just have fun. Anyways, good run as the Deprived. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Tiny Rogues.